Hi everybody, it is the 18th of May 2021 and Rust for console on Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 has now been released if you've got one of the versions of the game that gives you the 3 days early access. But this video is about the private servers or the community servers and what they're going to offer. Now first, straight away I'll say they're not available yet. So if you go down to the Create a Game section, we can see we've got the details about the servers. Now, try and ignore the fact they're not available yet, okay? They're not going to be available on full launch. They're going to be available soon. Because remember, Rust, Double 11, the people who are doing the console version, Face Punch who do the PC version, you know, they want to give us the ability to buy and host servers on console, you know, because it gives them more money. So try and put that to one side. The reason why it's not there is because they haven't got it working properly yet. And I would rather they waited a bit to get it working properly so that when we pay our money, it's going to be okay. But I'm very excited about what they're saying we're going to get. So let's have a look at what we're going to be getting with the Rust servers on console. Host your own game. Take control with your own dedicated game server. Easy setup with nothing to do outside of the game. Each server purchase provides 30 days of continuous server time. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So there's two types of servers you can hire: standard and performance. Let's see what you get. Now the first one, full admin controls. Full admin controls. Now, if you're coming from DayZ or you haven't really been, DayZ on console, or you haven't really been involved with this sort of thing in a game where you can control the game through a console command, this is really, really exciting. It means that if you're the admin on your server, and you'll be able to make other people admins as well. You'll have things straight out of the box. You'll be able to turn on God mode so you don't die. You'll be able to turn on no clip so that you can fly around the map. You'll be able to spawn in whatever you like in terms of resources, building, anything that's in the game. You can spawn it in. You'll be able to change the time of day. You'll be able to change the weather. You'll be able to change how fast things, how fast time travels. So you could have short nights, longer days. You could skip nights. You could get rid of all the animals. You can teleport people around the map. The Rust console controls, the Rust admin controls are absolutely fantastic. So very, very excited. Public access, of course. Private only access, incredibly brilliant. They haven't said how they're going to do this, whether this is going to be via whitelist or via a password. We'll have to see. A whitelist tends to be where you have to supply your PlayStation, your Xbox username. That goes on a list, and then only people with that can get on the server. That's the best way because you don't have to put passwords in, and passwords can't be shared around. But we'll have to see. PvP control, brilliant. That's something that we've always wanted on the DayZ private server. So it means when you turn that on, you won't be able to kill other players. Map seed setting. So what that means is, with Rust, if you weren't aware of it already, the map is created procedurally. I think there's a couple of set maps that you can use, but so every single Rust map, when you generate a server for the first time, is different, and you can put settings in that kind of control how different it is. Now this is where we're starting to get to the first differences between standard and performance servers. 1 kilometre to 2.5 kilometre with the standard, and you can have a 1 kilometre to 5 kilometres on the performance server. So I guess if you've got a higher population, you'd probably want to go for the bigger ones. Monument choice selected on standard, full on performance. I think this may be why this hasn't come out on release, because not all of the monuments that they wanted to have on the release of console are there yet. They've pulled out, I think, like the abandoned superstore and things like that. So the idea is on performance, you'll be able to get that player count 1 to 50 on both, starter packs, 6 options, and customizable. So that's really good. So again, coming from DayZ, where you know, when you spawn in with nothing, and on console we can't control that. On the Rust console servers you will be able to control that. People will be able to spawn in with, you know, an option of 6 different things on standard servers or customizable on performance servers. And gathering multiplier. Now this is quite important as well. What this does is this means that you can increase the amount of wood you would get from a tree as you're knocking it down, and as you can see with the performance servers you can increase that. I think you should be able to do that on standard ones as well, because it's just a setting. Coming soon. No price. I'd imagine it'd be a tenner a month, don't you? Something like that. We'll have to see. But very exciting that we're getting these controls, and can't wait to have them and to be able to dive into some PvE only Rust, which is what I'm looking for. Anyway, hopefully you found that useful. If you find any other information or you've got any other questions, put them in the comment section below the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more, the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.